Hi all. Hope you've had a blessed day today. Today I'd like to talk about Ruth chapter 1 verse 1. Now it came about in the days when the judges governed that there was a famine in the land, and a certain man of Bethlehem in Judea went to sojourn in the land of Moab with his wife and his 2 sons. Now, the story of Ruth has a wonderful ending, but it's the beginning that reminds us that many times we ignore the many warnings that we receive to set our spiritual house in order, and that we need to trust the Lord in every situation, no matter how painful, upsetting, depressing, or hard it may be. We need to give our complete trust and faith to Him. Like all of God's children who choose to live independently of His will for their life, faith is replaced with unbelief, and God's will is set aside. It's set aside for self-will. And then the difficulties and the problems of life become so huge that everything falls apart. But when Christ is firmly in your heart, we have His promise that He'll lead us along the right path and guide us through every problem we may have to face. Just like in the story of Ruth, God uses natural disasters to call His people back from their moral decline to a trusting faith in His promised provision, to do right in the eyes of the Lord, to trust the Lord with all our hearts, and not to rely on our own imperfect plans. Sadly, we often walk away from God's will for our life, and instead of walking in spirit and truth and trusting in His perfect will, we follow our own selfish path. Let us take heed the warning from God and start by putting our own homes in order. Let us pray, "Thy will, not mine, be done." Believe all that God has spoken to us in His Word and trust Him in every aspect of life, and not rely on our own selves. Seek to do only that which is right in the eyes of the Lord, for the eyes of the Lord are on the righteous, and His ears are attentive to their prayer. God bless you all.